All factory progress for the Tesla sites for the month of May, beside, and a quick thanks to newest patron Karen Black. Your decision to support the channel means a lot to me. I actually got to meet Karen back at the Arcimoto Ramp It Up event last year, the first person to recognize me in public. That was pretty cool. So thank you all for your decision to support the channel. There's a whole lot to cover this week, so let's just get into it. I'm Brian. Welcome to my Tesla Weekend. In Fremont, there's a lot of things getting cleaned up. The tents adjacent to the Giga casting machine have been removed. Looks like they might be putting in a more permanent structure there. And the thousands of castings over in the center of the property have been removed. Probably gone back over to where the castings are generally held. In Shanghai, the bridge at the southwest is done. It's not open yet, but it's finished. There's a lot of solar going in. Solar on the roof of the south center building, the roof of the east building with a lot more mounts already in place, the roof of the building to the northeast of the site. And for those of you who are saying that, boy, these sites should really have more solar, well, they do. They're getting it. Now is the time. And in the southeast of the site, where construction materials were being stored and construction offices were located, that tear-up continues apace. In Berlin, there's a new asphalt section to the north of the site. The big excitement might be the stamping cathedral, which has now tripled in size. The higher floors have been put in. All the beams are in, all the columns, the roof and roof insulation are in or underway, and it's even getting its walls. Above the stamping building, it's got a new catwalk, a new platform, might be for HVAC, and over General Assembly, which is a very large percentage of the building, they've put in solar mounts over the whole area. This building is also getting a ton of solar. The bridge and median is underway, and the road widening is looking great. They've even striped some of the roads. The southeast main entrance appears done-ish. The southwest area where the employee parking kind of is, there's now a supercharger that's been put in. It should be electrified soon. Might just be waiting on permits. The commuter rail station, it's getting paved. It's getting more footings. It looks like this will be cured and ready for further construction next month. Outside the 4680 building, we've got some repavement, not a big deal. And the 4680 building also has solar roof mounts. The whole place, man, it's getting the solar. At the far northeast, the trailer yard is still expanding a bit. There's new concrete pads that have been put in, and this whole area up here at the north is pretty much complete with getting cleared. They'll build something eventually, and they'll be ready to do it. In Texas, well, there's a buildup of castings. In fact, we might even be seeing some of the new front castings for the Cybertruck, but it might be too early to tell for sure. There's blue tarps covering more equipment going into the stamping cathedral at the southeast corner, and the south end is now prepping for pilings. The big machines are in place. It's about that time. They've done the rework for the drainage. It's all gone, filled, and there's a lot more earthwork that has been done to grade and level for imminent construction. More beams are going in to the inside of the building for additional construction there. Good spot at the south end by Brad Sloan on April 11th. The staining of the main building continues its movement north. The cyber berm and trees are coming along nicely at the entrance. They've added a little warp zone there, a little reverse funnel, if you will, at the entrance. Looks pretty cool. The 4680 HVAC units over that part of the building at the northwest, not all of them are in use. You can still see plastic tarping, meaning that the 4680 ramp is still underway. They are not yet at full capacity. The solar canopies at the charging area have doubled. And there's new earthworks by the helipad down at that corner on the southeast side. At the far southeast, the pad has been leveled. It looks like this might be the location where we spotted permits for a multi-story garage for employee parking. The cathode building has seen some advancements in the placement of the final segments of its facade. The interior platforms and work are now 50% done, according to the investor call, and advancements to the exterior cooling have taken place. The concrete vaults for routing of utilities has moved forward, and there are now 7 giant tanks for liquid natural gas vaporizers. That turns it from liquid into a gaseous state for use inside the cathode building. The die shop has got paint for all of its interior beams. It's got floors. It's got more foundations. It's even got some walls. The roofing material is going up. It's even got a bridge crane. This is moving along real quick. There's a new trench to the southwest of the die shop, maybe for drainage or utilities. The switchyard has its fence and drain perimeter at least partially finished, and the megapack groundwork, drainage, and office trailers, all that's going in there. So that's moving along too. I expect we might see the beginning of this in the next 2 to 3 months. Brad did also catch on the 8th that to the far north of the site, there is a ton of construction material. Not so much maybe construction material, but interior stuff, equipment. This suggests that they are a little behind schedule for these buildings. To the far west, across the highway, we can see earthworks to triple the size of the yard over there. And they've already begun applying geotextile membranes, which will secure the soil so they can build upon it. And it may be time for them to expand solar. On the southwest corner of the building, we've seen new pallets of solar panels arrive, and maybe it's time to finish that rooftop logo. So there it is, and there you go. Hey, do you guys know any drone pilots in Nuevo Leon, in Monterey, who might be willing to fly? The Texas guys are too far away. They're a good 6 to 8 hours away. That's not a reasonable ask. And I'm looking to hire someone. So if you know anyone or know anyone who knows anyone, it'd be awesome if you could let me know. So I'm flying out. This is coming out Friday. I'm flying out Sunday. But I've got a bunch of stuff stocked up for while I'm gone. Things that are not necessarily super timely, so I can get ahead of them. Interviews with interesting people, discussions of different cars and manufacturers who might be doomed. I've been losing my mind. It's been so much work. And then we had the whole launch of the fully integrated Starship. What a thing of beauty that was. Oh, so cool. Just loved it. So much fun. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Oh, this was a tough one to record. I don't know why. Just was. I just appreciate you guys. Going on the road. Going to see Lars on the next weekend. Going to see some other Tesla personalities who I haven't met before. So that'll be a lot of fun at Fully Charged. I'll try and get you guys live coverage while I'm on the road. We'll see how much of that works. I'm going to get a ton of reviews and interviews. I'm going to London London Electric Cars, a little boutique shop that does one-off electric conversions for Land Rovers and Beetles and Minis and really anything you could bring them. So that's going to be neat, and I'm looking forward to that as well. So what did I miss? What did I misunderstand? Leave it all in them comments. You know the drill. Massive thanks to my patrons, as always, who get early access bonus content and ad-free experience in many cases. And in all cases, they help keep the channel running. I thank you all so much for your decision to help me out. It means a lot. So stay tuned, stay juicy, and I can't wait to hear from you clever robots on the flippity flop.